Boom, 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 chickadee chanker. Come on, lads and lasses, get in there, my son. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with a cheeky little video for you tonight. Just covering the latest transfer news and stuff that's going on to do with Manchester United. Obviously, United have just signed our first signing of the transfer window. Donny van der Beek, get in there, my son. So very happy about that one. We needed to get somebody in, didn't we? We were actually having a bloody Moisey mare. I thought we were just going to end up with bloody Marouane Fellaini come the end of the window or something, just like that. But fortunately, we didn't. Fortunately, we've got Donny van der Beek, a bargain signing in the end, 39 million quid. Spot on, get him in there, son. I'm very happy about that one. Everybody, how we all doing? Shout out to you all for stopping by and getting in here. I want to give a few shout outs to the people that are in here late night here, waiting for me here. Palmerius, Jake, Griffo Chaz, Ellie, Kayam, Nicholas Critchlow, Ellie, Kayam, Mrs. P, Johnny Malks, Marek Stachowski, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Hyther Fanarian, how you doing, my friend? Griffo Chats, everybody, thank you so much for stopping by and getting in here. Hope you're all having a great evening. I'm sure if you're a United fan, it's a little bit greater because of the news that we got Donny van der Beek. Let's just get into that, actually, and then we'll get into the Sergio Romero and Chris Smalling business. But let's get into Donny van der Beek, because Donny's obviously just signed now. More details of the deal, of course, and the contract and that sort of stuff. He signed a contract until June 2025. He completed a medical on Monday, of course, and we just got it all wrapped up now. The fee is 39 million euros, and then another 5 million euros in add-ons. So 34.6 million pounds and another 4.4 million pounds in add-ons. So 39 million pounds altogether, potentially there. So a good value, good bargain deal for Manchester United, a player that's going to come in and have a real positive effect in our midfield. He is 23, he is getting better. Look, he's going to have to, he's got his work cut out for him getting himself into that United side right now, I would say, because look, Matic is experienced as they come. Bruno Fernandes is obviously Bruno Fernandes. Pogba's Paul Pogba. So, you know, and then there's Fred and McTominay sniffing around the place. So, look, he's going to have to play well to get into the side, I think. In all honesty, I do think he's a good player. I do think it's a good signing. He's still going to have to earn his place in the side just like anybody else. But this is a really positive signing for United. Absolutely spot on, just what we needed. But we also need a few more players, don't we? But getting into it then. So there's the details in terms of his contract. It was rumoured that he's being paid about £120,000 a week, or maybe it was euros actually. And yeah, and he's contracted until 2025. Get in there, my son. This is what Van der Beek had to say for himself. Before I get into that though, smash a thumbs up on this video if you're tuning in, lads and lasses. Thank you all for watching. Do give us a like if you haven't done so already, and get your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you're buzzing your tits off for Van der Beek. Right then, let's go for it then, or a heart emoji. Let's go for it then. Van der Beek, he said, I cannot begin to explain. Shall I try and do it in a Dutch accent? I don't know, I just end up sounding like a really, really high version of Louis van Gaal when I do that. Let's give it a go. I want my players to be horny. Anyway, he says, I cannot begin to explain how incredible an opportunity it is to join a club with such an amazing history. I would like to thank everyone at Ajax. I grew up there and I will always have a special bond with the club. I am now ready to take the next step in my career and perform at the highest level, and there is no higher standard than Manchester United. I love gold.
That sounded a bit like Sean Connery in a minute.
I know, yeah, a little bit weird, didn't it? I have a martini, shaken, not stirred. That wasn't. There's been a murder, Mr. Taggart. Everyone, anyway, I'm going to stop that now in case anybody cannot understand me what the hell I'm saying, guys.
Yes, Kobe says that you laughing. Anyone that's new, I apologise for my laugh. It's quite horrendous.
It's a laugh and a half, to be fair. It is a laugh and a half. Sorry, guys, I hadn't refreshed the chat. I apologise. I was wondering where all the comments were. Muhammad Ali, what's going on, bro? Primot, how you doing, mate? How's the few nieces getting on, lad? Good to see you. Kobe Miranda, I hope you're doing well, my friend. Great. Nick M, what's going on with you, my friend? Jamie Wotton, Adovitz, Jake, well, hello there. Shout out to you bloody legends. Get those heart emojis in the live chat, lads and lasses. Right then, he said, everyone has told me how amazing the Old Trafford atmosphere is, and I'm looking forward to experiencing that. One should shake for the fans to return. Sorry, I can't help it, man. The team has some of the best midfielders in the world, and I know that I can learn from them and also bring my own strengths to the group. No, I'll stop. Having spoken to the manager about his vision for this club, the direction that the club is going in is highly exciting, and I cannot wait to be a part of that. He's chosen to wear the number 34 shirt, by the way, because I don't know if any of you guys, obviously, we heard it yesterday, I believe, that he was being given the number 34 shirt. It seemed a little bit random, but I guess there was some personal significance to it. And the reason he's actually wearing the 34 shirt at Manchester United is a tribute to his former Ajax teammate, Abdul Haq Nouri, who suffered brain damage after a heart attack during a game in 2017. So, you know, what a lad, to be fair, taking the 34 shirt number just in a little homage to his mate who's obviously had those terrible things happen to him. United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was delighted to complete the deal. He said, when speaking about Donny van de Beek after this was announced, he said, Donny has all of the technical abilities and attributes needed to perform in this team, and he has the personality required to succeed at Manchester United. His ability to see space, time, his movements and read the game will really complement the qualities we have in midfield, and his arrival really strengthens the depth of talent we have in that position. Shit, yeah, it does. Suddenly United have got all sorts of depth in the centre of the park there. We're loving it with Matic, McTominay, Bruno, of course Pogba, and now Donny van de Beek. It's absolutely sensational. Fred. Anyway, he said his ability to see space, time his movements and read the game will really complement the qualities that we have in midfield, and his arrival really strengthens the depth of talent we have in that position. Donny's performances in the Eredivisie and in Europe have been excellent over the last few years, and we are all looking forward to working with him. United scouted him a lot, obviously, beforehand. It seems like a player that we're very interested in. There are a number of other clubs that seemed interested in him too. Real Madrid was supposed to sign him a few months ago, but it didn't materialise. United have got ourselves a good bargain signing here. He said all the right things. I don't know if you can understand what I was saying in that dodgy Dutch accent. But he's saying all the right things. He seems like a good personality. He seems like a good character. He seems like the sort of guy we want to be added to our ranks right now. Nicola, for the love of God, you have to make so much noise. You're banging around, love. I'm doing a video here. Anyway, okay. Right, okay, so that's Donny van de Beek. I'm absolutely buzzing about that one, lads and lasses. Get your thoughts and opinions in the comment section about what you think about this signing. Mark Voot, how you doing, Mark? He says, hi, all you lovely people. How are you? I'm absolutely buzzing. Me too, Mark Voot. It's absolutely Buzz City over here, mate. It's a very good signing. Absolutely happy to get it done. Now for some more. Gungshi in his house. Good to see you, matey. He says, sounds like a good signing. Our midfield is so much stronger now.
Did you place me in a timeout?
No, I didn't place you in a timeout. Ellie has. Oops.
Oh.
Probably for that horrendous laugh. I don't know. No, I'm joking. Anyway, I don't think she meant to do it. Probably, maybe. Who knows? Maybe there's a grudge there. We'll see. But anyway, what we've got to talk about is the couple of other signings or the departures that we're looking at now. United, of course, will be looking at getting rid of players, But before we get into that, actually, I did want to read this comment out. Sorry, Mark Voigt, nice one, mate. Comment here from Danny Hustle says, Arsenal looks scary next season. You what, mate? He says they have better squad depth than us right now. You what, mate? They've also better quality players. What? We need to step up right now. You what, Danny Hustle, mate? Come on, Danny. They don't have a better squad than us right now, mate. But to be fair, Manchester United do need to strengthen and step up, of course. But Arsenal, oh my God, Nicola, what is the matter with you? She's over there dropping stuff. I don't know if you probably can't hear it, but it's very startling to me.
Griffo!
G-Wolf says, didn't hear nothing, pig. You're all cool, Mrs. P. Yeah, well, you guys are lucky then. You're lucky that the microphone's only in front of my face here, aren't you? Alex in the house. Alex Rincon, he says, like the video. Thank you very much, Alex, for getting in here, my friend. Please do smash a thumbs up on this video if you have not done so already. Get your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as well. Thank you, Alex. He says, pig loving the content. Yeah, I'm just trying to get more stuff out for you lads and lasses. I mean, obviously the channel's been doing really well recently. I've never done too much transfer stuff in the past, but people love the transfer stuff. People want to be kept in the loop of what's going on. You know, I'm in the position where I'm lucky enough. I've got a bunch of people that that send me lots of this information as it happens. So I know I've got my finger on the pulse, so to speak, lads and lasses. So yeah, we do have a good grasp of what's going on. So I'll give you all updates on what happens and what movement there are and what's looking likely. Hey, what's going on, Roy Barraza? Good to see you, mate. He says, just landed here. Shout out to you, Roy. Smash a thumbs up at everyone and get involved. Get involved. If you haven't commented on this live stream before, or even if you have, get in here. I want to hear from you. Mark Voot says, yes, Piggy, $26,000 subscribers. Good job. Absolutely, mate. We've hit 26k. Absolutely sensational. It was only a few days ago we hit 25k, so it's been a pretty nutty few days. Thank you to everybody that's watching and all the new subscribers and everyone that's been a part of this channel. Yeah, Gunksy says accidental timeouts happen to the best of us. Ellie says, I'm so sorry, Nicola.
No worries, Ellie. Don't worry. It's okay.
Adovitz then, okay, this is an interesting one then, Adovitz. He's commented, Gareth Bale said he would like to return to the Premier League. Would you take him, Pig? Oh, excuse me. To be honest with you, Adovitz, no, mate, I wouldn't take Gareth Bale. You know why? Because he's an absolute little melt, isn't he? To be fair, I mean, look, there's professionalism and then there's taking it to absolute piss take levels. I mean, what's he doing? Some of the stuff that he's coming out and saying about Real Madrid and all that golfing business, and you know, he's made it pretty clear he's not exactly happy at Real Madrid, put it that way. And that's been coming for a long time. In all honesty, the fans at Real Madrid seem to want too much from him. They seem to think that he can be that Cristiano Ronaldo player, when in reality, Cristiano Ronaldo is that one-in-a-generation player. So just unreasonable to expect Gareth Bale to step up and be that match winner like Ronaldo was after Ronaldo's departure. But he hasn't quite done that. The fans have got on him. It isn't a great, healthy environment for him to play football in. If I was Gareth Bale, I'd be trying to go back to bloody Tottenham or something. 100%. Why wouldn't he? That's where he bloody came from. As far as United, look, on his day, Gareth Bale's absolutely top class. He is a world-class player. He is absolutely top class. But I question his attitude, in all honesty. Maybe he just has to be happy to see the best from Gareth Bale and see him really try out there and try and do the business. But he doesn't seem to really have that settled environment at Real Madrid, and maybe that's what's hurt him. But I don't know. Not only that, he's an absolute injury-prone melt. Like, he's always bloody injured, man. I don't think it would be the right fit for United now anyway, because he's on such massive wages. The wages that he's on, I think he's on like 400, 500 euro, 100,000 euros a week, which is an insane amount of money, obviously. And I don't think United are anywhere going to match that for a player like Gareth Bale right now, who might spend half of the season on the injury table. So there's no way I see us going and getting Gareth Bale there just to clear that one up. But there is some, like you said, I mean, Gareth Bale, there's an article right here on Sky Sports, actually. He said that, you know, he would pretty much like to leave Real Madrid, and if the club let him leave, then he would like a Premier League return. He says, it's nice to feel appreciated with Wales. I've tried to leave Real Madrid. The club make things very difficult. I'm under contract, so it's in the club's hands. So he literally has said he's unhappy, doesn't want to be there. He wants to leave. He wants to go. That's it. And he's done. So that's what he said anyway. I mean, there's talk about him moving to China last year. That didn't materialise. Could he come back to the Premier League? I think maybe he could. He's on massive money, though. It would have to be a big profile club. The club would have to be prepared to take a gamble on him because he is a bit injury prone. So I don't know about that one, lads. I don't think Manchester United should be looking to get Gareth Bale. I mean, what do you guys think? Let's have a little vote, because it's always interesting to know where everybody's standing on it. Yeah, Harry Gale. Great, that. Was it a flag he was holding or something? Golf, Wales, Madrid, in that order. Something like that. Or maybe it's Wales, Golf, Madrid or something. But yeah, he's an absolute piss taker, isn't he? Good shout, Harry Gale. I remember when he held that up. Or was it a t-shirt? I can't remember now. But yes, mate. Have a little vote in the live chat. I would like you to put a 1 in the live chat if you would have Gareth Bale at Manchester United, if you think we should sign him. And I would like you to put a 2 in the live chat if you think absolutely no way and you wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot barge pole. Dylan Gill, you predicted that pretty quick. Obviously, 1 or 2 is not that hard to predict, but you were straight in there with that too. You were straight in there with don't touch him with a 10-foot barge pole, mate. So spot on. Aaron Homeyard, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. Jarvis Cocker with the 2. Stephen Barrow, mate. How are you, mate? One of the channel members. He says 2. Great to see you, Stephen. How are you doing? Well, hello there. And Seb with a 2. Donny Mount says, I don't know what to think about Bale, but Real Madrid are massive. Yeah. Expletives. Kobe Miranda with the 2. Fair play. Ryan Burbisman 9. Great to see you, mate. He would actually have Gareth Bale at the football club, as would Roy Barraza. So, look, he is a top-quality player, man. I mean, look, there's a reason why he's won those multiple Champions Leagues. Did you see that goal he scored in the Champions League final, that overhead kick? That may be the best goal that's ever been scored in a Champions League final. He's one of the very best players that this country has produced in the last decade. Well, not this country, but the United Kingdom, this country, Wales. Not this country, but Wales. You know what I mean. Britain has produced in the last 10 years. He's absolutely one of the best. So, yeah, he's a brilliant player. On his day, he's a match winner, but I don't think we should be touching him with a shitty stick, to be honest with you guys. Right then. Okay, so let's get into it then. Let's address the elephantas in the room then. We've got Chris Smalling, of course, spent the last season on loan at Roma. It looks like he is going to be making that move permanent. It's being reported anyway, Sky Sports are reporting here, that he's very close to returning to AS Roma, and Manchester United are believed to want in the region of 20 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons. So quite a reasonable amount of money. Whether or not it will actually be for that in the end remains to be seen. But that's quite a lot of money, really. He's 30 years of age. He is a good player. Roma know the qualities of the player because he's had, by all accounts, a very good season over in Italy for Roma. And they know what a good player he's been for them, and they want a bit more of that action. And, of course, the Serie A League these days is just a complete glue factory for the Premier League, where we just ship off our sort of old, dying, injured ex-footballers and sort of just put them out to pasture in Serie A. And that's basically what happens. But he's actually done really well over there. He was okay for Manchester United for a period of time. He's been a good player in the past for us, actually. But yeah, we need to make some strides in the right direction to get some good players in. He's a player that's on the books. It makes sense to make the move permanent. He's had a good, successful time out in Italy. Why the hell not? Makes sense for all parties. So yeah, I think that one's going to materialise maybe over the next few days. We will see. I certainly don't think that we're going to keep him. Solskjaer seems to know that, well, he's selected Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire throughout the season. There was a reason why he's let Chris Smalling go on loan to Roma in the first place. He's obviously not part of his plans. So Chris Smalling should be moving to Roma permanently. What do you guys think about that one? You think, I mean, if we can get 20 million euros plus 5 million euros, and Donny van der Beek's cost 39 million euros, and he's 23 and Smalling's 30, I'd say that is a tremendous bit of business, lads and lasses. So apparently the deal's almost done. Good luck to him, you know. I've always liked Chris Smalling, always rated Chris Smalling, but he's just not top standard. He's not good enough for United. There's no benefit from us having him at the football club anymore. See you later on, Chris. Get your thoughts and opinions in then, guys, about Chris Smalling and his potential return to AS Roma in the region of 20 million euros plus 5 million in add-ons. We'll see if that is the final price when it's all done and dusted, but at this moment in time, and this is obviously, you know, the wheels are in motion. We'll see if this materialises, but it should be in the next few days. Seb, how you doing, Seb? He comments, get rid of Andreas, Jones and Smalling. Fully agree with you, my friend. There's a bit of a link-up of some news going on with Newcastle United being interested in Phil Jones. Don't have anything concrete on that at the moment, but when that comes, maybe that would be fantastic for us, wouldn't it, to get Phil Jones off there to have a gurning competition with Steve Bruce. Can you just imagine it? Have a little, that's harsh on Stevie, to be fair, but anyway, but yeah, he's the master of Gurn, is Phil Jones. Unfortunately, that's the only thing. He's not the master of Quan or anything like, you know, in Jerry Maguire, obscure reference, but whatever. It's a fantastic couple of days for United, really, because we are being linked with players. It's a shame, like, it looks like maybe the Thiago deal's just not on for United. It doesn't seem like we're really trying to go about and get him, and we've probably left the door open for Liverpool if they are indeed going to go and get him. We'll see. But we've got Donny van der Beek in. We've signed a good player there, one for the future and one for right now, on good money for a good bargain price. You can't really argue with that deal. And it looks like we're going to get rid of a couple of players that we've needed to get rid of for a very long time as well. Massive shout out to Felix Juma Colombian for subscribing to the channel. Nice one, Felix. It seems like we are going to do a bit of business in the next couple of weeks. You never know. I don't know who, whether it's Jadon Sancho. It's probably, you know, we'll see what the Glazers do. But if they're going to sell a couple of players now, it looks like they may well be doing that, then why the hell doesn't Manchester United go out there and invest and buy some more players? They will, is the answer to that, my friend. So I think we're going to have a busy couple of weeks. I hope we are anyway. Who would you like us to go out there and sign? Have your say in the live chat. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about that one anyway. Stefan Harringtonio comments, so much deadwood, but Phil Jones must stay. Why do you think that then, Stefan? Just for the comedy factor? Just because he's some sort of like meme? Because he's some sort of folklore character? Do you know what I mean? I don't really understand the basis of that, to be honest with you, Stefan. Phil Jones is a pretender. He's been at the club for years and he's done absolutely nothing. The most impressive time I saw Phil Jones was when he played for Blackburn Rovers. And he was 18. I haven't seen him do anything really since for Manchester United. He's been in and out of the side. Okay, maybe that's a little bit harsh, actually, but he's been in and out of the side over the years. I mean, remember, Fergie signed him, so he's been around the club a long time. And he's never really done anything, that man. It's a bit of a shame. He did have a lot of potential, but he's just certainly never lived up to it. And it's time that we definitely got rid of him. Shout out to N30Den for subscribing. Top man. Thank you for getting in here. Or woman. Let's not be exclusive.
My internet's just gone.
Oh no, hopefully my internet's not going to go. Don't pull that wire. Spring Tap Lover says Jones and Rojo should be out first. I agree with you, actually. Rojo is a potential for maybe going out. Obviously, he's been out on loan as well, so that might be made permanent in itself soon. We shall see. But this morning, there's definitely some information behind that. Nice one. Okay, so Chris Smalling. Right, the other news that we've got to talk about then, guys, which is Sergio Romero. Like we mentioned slightly a little bit earlier on in the video today, Sergio Romero has apparently been offered around to some football clubs by Manchester United for about £8 million with $2 million in add-ons. Aston Villa are looking to get the player on board there. So that's what we're hearing. We're hearing Aston Villa are looking for Sergio Romero for £8 million plus £2 million in add-ons. What do you guys think about Sergio Romero potentially leaving the football club? I mean, it opens up the door, obviously, for Dean Henderson to get some game time, which ultimately is the best thing. Sergio Romero's not going to be the keeper challenging for the number one spot. You've got Dean Henderson there to play the second fiddle now as well in the cup games and stuff like that. So it does make perfect sense. I don't really understand going to Aston Villa, though. Like, why? What is this? What is with this guy? Why doesn't he want to go and play first-team football somewhere? But the Argentina goalie, you know, he's had a lot of caps for Argentina. He's a great keeper. Anytime United have seen him, he's been brilliant. I just don't really understand that from Sergio Romero, to be honest. But because he's going there, they've already got Tom Heaton, right? And they've already got Pepe Reina, don't they? So unless one of those goes, is he really going to get any more game time, or is he just going to go sit on the bench at Aston Villa? It seems a little bit of a strange one, that, for me. I would have thought he would have been better off going, I don't know, anywhere where he can play first-team football. So there you go. Maybe he just likes the old chilled life. It seems like maybe he does. I've never really understood that, though. I've never really understood wanting to be that backup goalkeeper forever or backup any player forever. I think it is better to go and play first-team football for a slightly lesser team or a lower standard. But, you know, you never know. Matt Rush says there's 57 likes on the video. Shout out to every single person that's tuning in right now. Smash a thumbs up on the video if you have not done so already. Leave a cheeky little like if you can and get your thoughts and opinions in there. Well, hello there says, hasn't Reina left Villa? Has he? Or maybe that's where, maybe he has then, but I just remember him being at Villa this last year, so maybe he has done, but as far as I was aware, they still had Tom Heaton and Reina. But if Reina has left, if somebody's going to correct me here and tell me Reina's left and they've only got, then that makes perfect sense, I would suggest. Daniel Luciano, what's going on, bro? He says, thinks it's ridiculous to have Henderson on the bench, having playing first team somewhere else. Daniel Luciano, that's a very interesting point you make, dude, because you don't want somebody of his age, 23, 24 years of age, to not get any game time, to halt their progression when they could be out there experiencing and getting that football experience under their belt, like he did at Sheffield United. Remember, he played in a team of Sheffield United where they're, you know, a lot of the time they're defending. He's getting a lot of action. He's in the Premier League in the top flight, getting that experience week in, week out. I think he started 34 games for them in the Premier League, so he had a heck of a lot of experience last year in the Premier League. Top level, top tier English football. Exactly where you want to have the experience. And if what would happen if he doesn't get that game time at United is the second fiddle, then yeah, I know what you're saying. He's definitely not going to get the game time and the progression. But look, what it does do, though, is it ignites that fire under De Gea. He's got to perform, otherwise he's going to get shipped out of the team. As soon as he slips up, you've got Dean Henderson in there ready to go. See you later on, Davide. And he's going to get in there and probably perform, because he does seem like a really good keeper. And I think that's what Solskjaer's thinking. He's thinking, yeah, Dean Henderson can play in the Champions League games against some of the lesser sides. He can play in the League Cup. He can play in the FA Cup early rounds. He can play in maybe some other Premier League games. But still, I would imagine David De Gea would be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's number one pick for the season, because he is on the most amount of money, he is the most experienced, and he has shown the most faith in him over the time that he's been here, because he didn't drop him for Sergio Romero when perhaps he should have done. So I think he'll stick with David De Gea, but I think Dean Henderson's in there ready to take the mantle if David De Gea slips up at a moment's notice anyway. Nicholas Critchlow says Romero 10 to 12 million. Yeah, somewhere around that fee is what we'll be looking to get for Romero. I mean, think about that. So getting rid of Romero and getting rid of Chris Smalling has basically paid for Donny van der Beek. So it's good business all round for Manchester United lads and lasses, isn't it? Smash that one in that live chat if you were buzzing about Donny van der Beek getting in here. I'm so happy we got this guy. He's going to be very positive for our midfield, I think. Just adding that depth and that quality. Daniel Luciano with a super chat. Thank you so much for that, buddy. Super chat. He says, think it might shake De Gea, who's on 300k. There you go, Daniel. Absolutely spot on comment, man. I do think that that's exactly what it's going to do. It's going to shit him up a little bit. Suddenly he's going to have to perform. Suddenly he can't be that error-prone melter and just expect to be number one because everybody knows their roles. You know your role and shut your mouth, Sergio Romero, is what David De Gea used to say. I'm going to take you down to SmackDown Hotel. That's what he used to say to him at training. But now he's not going to be able to say that to Dean Henderson because Dean Henderson's just had a better season in the top flight in the Premier League than he has. So, he can't really do anything. So if he doesn't perform, then Dean Henderson can come in there. Dean Henderson's a great prospect for the future for United as well, like long term. Remember, David De Gea is like 6 or 7 years, 7 or 8 years maybe, older. So he's a lot older than Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson has a lot of experience and a lot of football to play before he's anywhere near the experience level of De Gea. So what does that mean? It means in the future, when De Gea is ready to retire, whatever that may be, or in a couple of years' time if he gets sold, or if in a year's time he gets sold, we've got Dean Henderson there to just take over from David De Gea permanently. So I think that's going to be brilliant because he looks like a ready-made top-quality keeper. And he's homegrown and all that stuff. That is important as well. It's just a great bit of... I think it's a great bit of man management here by Solskjaer. He's keeping those players hungry. He's given them something to fight for, and not only that, he's generating a little bit of cash in the process because we don't really need 3 keepers there really. Sergio Romero is going to be sold for somewhere between 8 and 12 million, and then we've also sold Smalling. We could sell another couple of players like Pereira and Lingard. There's even some talk about Pereira maybe going out on loan this season. A couple of players going out on loan this season to maybe get them off of our wage bill, maybe get them out of our squad, clear a little bit of space. So watch this space, lads and lasses. There's going to be lots of transfer news over the next few days, I think, in terms of Manchester United getting rid of players. And also maybe, I would say maybe getting some in, but probably not with our owners and Woodward and all those Gasharamas that we've got at the top. Right, okay then, get in the comment section, lads and lasses. I want to hear from you. Shout out to you all for stopping by and getting involved. Smash the thumbs up on the video if you're getting in here tonight. And let me know your thoughts on anything we've discussed, whether it be Chris Smalling's departure, Romero's potential departure to Villa, or of course, Donny van der Beek signing for Manchester United. Have your say, get your thoughts and opinions in. Josh Healy comments, De Gea is not overrated, people. Just jumping on his back, form is temporary, class is permanent. I'm with you, Josh, I really am. I do believe that. And if you look over his career at United, he's been amazing. Like, he was trending to be one of the best keepers United's ever had. If he had the longevity in his career to the standard of what he's put up, he'd be right up there with the Edwins and the Peter Schmeichels come the end of his career. But he has had a little bit of a lapse recently. It's about how he comes back from that, how he responds to that. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, lads and lasses. He's got to come back here. So we'll see what he can do. Whether or not he can, that's another thing. He has been ropey for the best part of 18 months? He's not been the standard. This whole last season, he was pretty error-prone, and even going into the tail end of last season. So he has been pretty gash-tastic for a while now. It's not acceptable for a player to play the number one spot for Manchester United and make as many errors as he did that last season. But like you say, form is temporary, class is permanent. And when you talk about class, David De Gea has been one of the best goalkeepers in the world over the last decade. Couple of seasons ago, every Manchester United fan would have said to you, you know what? De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world, or certainly the best shot stopper in the world. Him and Manuel Neuer, it was like, oh, De Gea and Neuer. But now De Gea's sort of fallen from that conversation, really, because he has been pretty gash. But in all honesty, I still think he's quality. I still think he's great. I don't understand what's happened with him mentally. He seems to have a little bit of a mental issue recently where I don't know if it's low on confidence or whatever it is, but he definitely doesn't seem like the old David De Gea, which I think it's equally as important, to treat it like somebody who might do it again. He might do it again this year. So that's why we don't want to put Dean Henderson out on loan just yet, because I think it's great that we've got Dean Henderson at the football club. You know, it's almost like a new signing, really. Of course, he was our own player anyway, but it was almost like a new signing, just somebody to come in there and keep things interesting, keep David De Gea honest, pounce on an opportunity if it presents itself, if David De Gea is injured or he's had a shocker and we need to make a change for the next game. So I'm thinking I think it is good. I think it's a good move to sell Romero, who's aging and is just only ever going to be that backup keeper, and bring in Dean Henderson to play in the cup games and progress and hopefully do pretty well. We shall see. I mean, it depends how much time he's going to get, doesn't it? Game time and stuff like that. And if David De Gea performs, he's not going to get much game time. Maybe Solskjaer will just go straight for Dean Henderson, but I very much doubt that. Kobe Miranda says, people forget David De Gea has more clean sheets than Schmeichel. Pretty incredible, really. And he's played more times for the football club, though. But still, I mean, just the amount of appearances that he's had is amazing for this football club. He's been here a long time now, David De Gea. Let's have a vote then, guys, because I know a lot of you people out there think that David De Gea is no good anymore. And I know that a bunch of you think that he's still pretty good. So let's have a little vote. Stick a 1 in the live chat if you think De Gea should be the #1 keeper for United this season. And stick a 2 in the live chat if you think it should be Dean Henderson who's given the nod and actually is the #1 goalkeeper for United. Let's just see where everyone's at. I mean, my vote, to be honest with you, would be 1, because I just think that we were talking about a moment ago, he is a classy goalkeeper, and even though his form has been terrible the last season, I'd still give him another try and the benefit of the doubt for what he's done for this football club. But in actuality, if he does mess up, stick Dean Henderson in there. Nice one, guys. JP, great to see you, lad. How you doing, Mr. J to the Pizzle? What's going on, bro? Good to see you. 3 for Lee Grant, says Griffo Chaz. Oh, my days. Lee Grant. Yeah, nobody's talking about him. I mean, maybe that's it. I mean, Lee Grant, there you go. That's all you need as a third backup goalkeeper. You've got to question Lee Grant's, career, don't you? What's he doing? Fair enough, he's just chilling at Man United, gets to train every morning, probably gets fed at the canteen, gets on with his day. But he doesn't play much football, that guy, does he? Like, if I was him, I'd want to go and play for, I don't know, Kettering Town or something as their main goalkeeper, but he doesn't seem to want to do that. But there is a difference. There's difference. There's levels in this game. There's levels in this game. You've got to admire his staying power. Chip Douglas comments Lee Grant. Chip Douglas, the cable guy. Anyway, Christopher Murphy says, feel bad for Romero. Hasn't done a lot wrong and has been perfect. Second choice goalkeeper. You make a great point, Christopher Murphy. You cannot fault Sergio Romero's performances that he's ever put in a United shirt. Every time he's come in there, whether it's the Cup games, Europa League, whatever it is, he's always been brilliant for United. I can remember maybe 1 or 2 errors here and there, but it happens to the very best of goalkeepers. Other than that, he's been solid as a damn rock the whole time. And of course, recently he's been much more dependable than David De Gea whenever we've seen him. We were all a bit annoyed that David De Gea was selected over him towards the end of the season. Sorry, just a little bit of gas from the Coca-Cola there, guys.
I keep yawning.
Get your thoughts and opinions in the live chat, lads and lasses. It's great to have all of you in here late night here for a little bit of transfer news discussion. Shout out to you all for stopping by. KM Ali says, Pig, do you know if United are still linked to Justin Harris from AC Milan? Unfortunately, I don't know anything about that one, KM, but I'll have a little look into it, my friend. We are linked to a couple of other players. I think Pau Torres, of course, that Reguilon, the left back, who's currently contracted to Real Madrid. There's a 20 to 25 million clause, I think, on his contract, or something like that, where we might be able to get him for quite a low offer. Daniel Luciano, thank you very much for the super chat there, my friend. He says, great channel, personality, subscribed. Looking forward to future shows. Daniel Luciano, my friend, you absolute bloody legend. And that reminds me of one of my favourite singers of all time, Mr. Luciano Pavarotti, my friend. Nessun Doma. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. I just love that shit. I love that from, Pavarotti, Italia 90. It doesn't get any better than that, lads and lasses.
When he actually sings that makes me want that when he does.
Me too. It makes me get a boner. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're
Hey, Daniel Luciano, thank you so much for that, my friend. Very nice of you that you subscribed there. And thank you very much for the super chat, dude. Very, very kind of you, man. Great to have you all on board. Right then, get your thoughts and opinions in about anything we've discussed, guys. A little bit of news if you're just getting in here. Sergio Romero looking likely that he'll be departing Manchester United soon. Aston Villa looking likely to pay about £10 million to get him. Chris Smalling is going to be looking to make his permanent move, or his loan move that he had, basically permanent. We'll sell him to Roma for somewhere in the region of 20 million, which is decent money back for a 30-year-old. Thank you, Daniel Luciano. Jarvis Cocker, how are you doing as well? He says, ha ha ha. Pedram Paragomi, that's a great name as well. He says, really feel for Romero. Romero's been a great player for United. The thing is, that's what I don't really understand. Why would he go to Villa? He could go to somewhere else and be the first choice keeper, and maybe he would be, but I very much doubt it with Tom Heaton being there. I think he's just a backup option. He was the backup at Man United. If you're going to be the backup anywhere, it's the best to obviously be a backup at a massive club like Man United. That is the best possible option to do, of course. But to go and be a backup at Aston Villa, it's obviously not good, is it? And he's not going to get as many games, because think about it. Man United are playing in a lot of competitions. We've had the Europa League last season and the League Cup and all these competitions. Sergio Romero was like quite a regular appearance maker for Manchester United. Like, it's not like he was never playing and he only came in if there was an injury to David De Gea or anything. No, he would actually come in all the time and play in those cup games, and he was like a cup keeper, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer seemed to run it like, Romero, you are the cup keeper, and Solskjaer would then say, hey, you are the main league keeper or first choice big game cup keeper. And so did Jose Mourinho, of course. So I think that he's done brilliantly over the years, and I do feel sad for him because he has been a great player, and I've got nothing but respect for Sergio Romero. Honestly, his service to this football club has been brilliant. It may only be a backup position that he's done, but he's actually put in some really brilliant performances over the years for us. Thank you, Ruddy Can't Game, for the super chat. He says Pigarotti. Dilly Hill says he deserves a number one slot. I agree, Dilly. I think you could made a good argument to say that he deserved Man United's number one slot towards the end of the season. You can make a really good argument for that. And he certainly deserved to go and play football somewhere else for a good team. Like, that's what I don't get. Why go and be a backup at Villa? That's mental. Eden Dinovitz, what's going on, Eden? He comments, do you think Pogba will be good next season? I do, mate, yes. I do. I'm optimistic about him. I think he looked much better this year under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer than he did previously for Manchester United ever, really, in terms of consistency. Do I think he was the most consistent player ever? Again, no, he wasn't. He still had a few games where he went missing even towards the end of the season where we were performing, which was a shame to see. But in some of those games, he was absolutely on fire. And some of the interplay with him and Bruno was absolutely amazing. Like, it was just absolutely tantalising. Some of the football those two were playing together. Bear in mind, they haven't played together long. They just seem like a couple of players that could click quite well together. Bruno seems to love playing with Pogba. Pogba seems to love playing with Bruno. That's pretty good. I like that sort of when you just instantly put a couple of players together and you see a little bit of chemistry out there. I think we'll see that in terms of the characters out there. I think Pogba benefits from having a big character like Bruno and some of the other players in the side now. Some of the pressure has been taken off of Paul Pogba from being that big name player in the centre of the park there who's supposed to drive the midfield. He's now had some of that responsibility taken away from him. I think that only benefits Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba's only going to be allowed a bit more freedom now mentally to be able to just play and grow at Manchester United. He's got a bit more competition now with Donny van der Beek coming in there. That's a great signing. That's going to put the heat up everyone. Everyone's going to have to be on their best form to get into the team now, because you've got Matic, McTominay, Fred, Van der Beek, Pogba, all fighting for a couple of positions in that team. It's going to be very interesting to see who is selecting the team. We've gone from having not very much depth to having a lot of depth in the centre of the park there. Shout out to everyone that's stopping by and getting in here, by the way. James Duffy. Hello, James Duffy. Sancho, he says. Right, let's talk about Sancho then. Let's talk about Sanch, baby. Let's talk about BVB. Let's talk about all the good goals and all the bad goals that we'll see. Sorry. Let's talk about Sancho. Okay, then let's get into it. Jadon Sancho. So there is a little bit of information about Jadon Sancho, actually. And let me just see if I can find it again. I think I lost it. But Jadon Sancho, there's some stuff about Jadon Sancho here, which is quite interesting.
I haven't heard that song in years.
What's that? Let's talk about sex, baby.
Yeah, my
It's a bit of a shit song, really, isn't it? It's very memorable, but it's not exactly it's pretty crap.
You love that song. When you're
Well, I only like to put it on for baby making music.
well, it's never
Never know. Anyway, right, okay, let's get into it, lads and lasses. Jadon Sancho. We're all wondering about Jadon Sancho. Are we going to sign Jadon Sancho? Is Jadon Sancho going to play for Manchester United? Will we actually have the bottle or the cojones? Will Woodward put the potato peeler down from his face 1 second long enough to, sorry, for anybody that doesn't know, I call him a potato head, but so that sounds really weird, doesn't it, if you don't know that? Just thought I'd better give that some context. But anyway.
Yeah, but you've got Mr. Potato from Toy Story, don't forget.
That's what I'm basing it on. He looks like Mr. Potato Head from Toy Story. And the glazes are that big green dinosaur, chocolate or whatnot. Rex, yeah. You know why? Because they're bloody dinosaurs, guys.
Did you call him chocolate?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Anyway, listen, guys. This is important, okay? Jadon Sancho, is he going to come to United? We'll see. I mean, look, Man United need to get on it, don't we? And we need to stop messing around. We're talking about this fee structure in business. This is what's being reported here. James Cooper, who gets his information directly from Manchester United, has said that the fee structure for the Jadon Sancho deal is no longer a problem, with agent fees being the issue. We know the personal terms are done by Fabrizio Romano. Therefore, this is a huge update. I don't know what that's all about there, but it could be. But anyway, basically what's happening here is there's some talk that maybe the structuring of the fee could be, no longer an issue, but there's agent fees that are halting the reason why it was a big problem is because the agent fees involved. That's something that we've heard here, but I mean, in terms of the Sancho deal still being alive, it absolutely could be a possibility because Manchester United still need to improve in those positions. We still need to get a top quality player in or two in this window as well to really help out Solskjaer to try and help us challenge. Because remember, we are trying to compete with the teams like Liverpool and City who are already finished articles and will also be improving and adding to their teams. And teams like Chelsea who are constantly adding to their team. And even teams like Tottenham who are probably going to be better this year under Mourinho. I mean, I would doubt that they're going to be as shite as last year.
Mr. P.
Yeah.
Titi is having a medical next Friday.
Titi's having a medical next Friday. Who's
from Low-Key Jones, and P.S. Can you get a room?
Low-Key Jones. Thank you, Low-Key Jones, for that. Titi's having a medical next Friday. Where, my friend? Where, my friend? Don't tell me United are in for Titi. No, my friend, I don't think that's going to happen. Isn't he a bit injury-prone, Samuel Titi? I don't know if we would spend big money on a player like Samuel Titi right now, but to be honest, he's one of the best centre-backs around. Like we could do very, very much worse than Samuel Titi. And as a statement to get a player who is a big name and who has the experience, he certainly has that. But I don't know. I'm not blown away by Samuel Titi, to be perfectly honest with you. I'd like to see somebody else. But I know what you're saying. If maybe he would be interested in moving to Manchester United at this stage. Josh Heady comments, Hildy, football is not for me. You said Lindelof is the worst defender in the United squad. He is our best defender. Maguire can overtake him. Maguire has been awful this season for 80 minutes. I don't think Lindelof's been our best defender. I mean, okay, if you're talking about centre-backs, then there's not much to choose between them, but I would still say Maguire's had a better season than Lindelof. I think Lindelof had a better end to the season. Like, post-lockdown, I think Lindelof was maybe better, actually. I think Maguire made a few too many errors. But I think if you look at overall the season, I think Lindelof was shocking at the start of the season. So I think, I don't know, I mean, they were both not up to the standard, basically. And I think we do need to address that position. That is a problem area for this Manchester United side, which is a little bit gash. What are you cackling at over there, love? Griffo, what? Griffo Super Chat.
Yeah.
Griffo, thank you for super chatting in there, buddy. Really appreciate that, Griffo lad. He says Sancho signs and Pig and Nicola have to duet Islands in the Stream in its entirety live on the channel.
I don't know the whole song.
We'll do that anyway. Islands in the stream, that is what you are.
Did it sail away with me?
I don't know any of the other lyrics.
I rely on each other.
Hey, thank you for that, Griffo Chaz, for the super chat. Appreciate it, man. G Wolf United, lad, how are you liking that blue spanner, mate? Lorcan Gallagher says, as an Arsenal fan, I am worried for facing United if you get Sancho and Upamecano. Thank you, Lorcan, for getting in here, mate. Very nice of you to say. Shout out to another Arsenal fan who's found us well onto the channel. Nice one, mate. Yeah, so I think we've got a pretty formidable forward line, even as it is. If you take like the quadrant of penetration up top there, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Martial, Greenwood. I think already that is pretty penetrative. Already that should put the Frighteners up most defences next season. But if you add a Jadon Sancho to it, then it just makes it even more crazy, because I think he's more developed than Greenwood. And it just, there would be so much raw pace and different options you could do. You could play Rashi on the left, you could play Sancho on the right, you could play Martial up top there, you can play Sancho on the left, you can play Greenwood on the right, Martial up top there, you can play Sancho on the right, you can play Greenwood on the left, you can play Rashford up top. You can do all sorts of different things, guys, with that forward line. And then you've got Bruno Fernandes in behind, so he's always going to create for these guys. I think it's just an amazing set of young players we've got at the top there. And Sancho fits in with that, being only 20 years of age. His statistics in the Bundesliga, goals and assists, are absolutely ridiculous for anybody, let alone a teenager when it was, this time last year he was 19. So I think it's pretty incredible what he's been doing over there in Germany. He is a homegrown talent. He's going to cost a lot of money. United should get him. And I think our forward line would be absolutely formidable next season if we did. And you're right, mate. Arsenal, any team should be afraid of facing that forward line. Rashi, Martial, Sancho, with Greenwood as well to sort of back up or come in and take the place, Lads and lasses, we're almost at 100 likes. Do us a favour and smash that thumbs up button on the video if you can. Give it a cheeky little like. 2-foot tackle the heck out of it. And that would really be awesome.
I forgot to until Ellie said in the chat too.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Nicola forgot. Thank you, Ellie, for reminding everybody to get in there in the chat. Bunch of legends getting in it. Smash that like on it and get your thoughts and opinions in. We're just going to be doing a lot of these sort of transfer videos over the next couple of weeks, keeping you up to date with what's going on at United. I'm trying to do as many videos and get as much content out as possible on the channel. So I hope you guys are liking this content. It's probably not for everybody, but if you guys want to watch it, then it's here for you. Daniel Luciano with another super chat. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel's son. He says, we need to keep cutting dead wood, get class depth in competition like Van der Beek and Sancho, and we'll keep progressing. Big ups to this community. Thank you, Daniel Luciano, mate. Yeah, this is a spot-on community, and great that you've got involved with it as well, Daniel. Yes, mate, I fully agree about that. I think that the depth is slowly improving. Adding a player like Van der Beek in there, all of a sudden now we've got really good midfield options. Remember, we do have Champions League football and all these different competitions. Matic was injured, Pogba was injured, McTominay was injured. We had a lot of injuries to our midfielders last season. They're not going to be fit for the entire year, I'd imagine. So we do need players, and Van der Beek's a good quality player. 23, getting better, Dutch international. Come on, my son, get in there. I'm buzzing about the Van der Beek signing. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you're buzzing about the Van der Beek signing, lads and lasses. I'm buzzing my boobies off, guys. Maybe I'll be flat-chested this time tomorrow. Don't be ridiculous. What are you trying to say?
I said you haven't got boobs. You nana.
Moobs.
No.
Hey, I don't care. I'm chubby and I'm sexy. Ray Reddington says, evening, pig. How are you doing tonight, you absolute legend, my friend? Dude, I'm doing good, Ray. I'm very good, mate. How are you doing, Ray? It's good to see you, pal. Thank you for getting in here.
I think I am Loki.
Thank you guys for smashing those ones in the live chat. Buzzing. Fez Hun, how you doing, Fez? He says, hey, Pig, nice to catch you live. How you doing, mate? Let's get Sancho and a defender, and we are much stronger. Yes, mate, absolutely. I think that you're right there. If we could get Sancho in here, that would just be a monumental signing. We'd have to spend the money. It'd be a big statement of intent from the football club. Remember, you're getting a player that could potentially be your right winger for the next decade, if not more. He's only 20. So, yeah, it's a lot of money, but we've got to play the long game here. You've got to look at the future. You've got to look at... You don't have to sign a player in that position potentially for 10 years. So it's actually a really good signing as long as he does go on and fulfill that potential. But he does look pretty awesome. Hey, thank you, Nelson. I mean, we all know he's awesome because we've seen him do it for England. We've seen him do it for Dortmund and the Bundes for a good while now. Nelson Das. Comments, nice work. Thank you there, Nelson, mate. Great name as well. Love it, my friend. Thank you, Nelson. Where's everybody watching from in the world tonight? Especially if you're new to the channel, let me know. And also get involved in the comment section as well. If you're new, I'd love to read out as many new comments as possible. Hildeline comments, that's why we need a solid centre-back like Koulibaly or Upamecano. Hey, there's another little bit of Koulibaly information as well, like somebody to do with Napoli. Sorry, I've lost the information here again. I accidentally closed a window that I had open about Koulibaly, but there was a little bit of information that Matty the Rush Meister sent me. Rob Blanchett comments, I said yesterday I didn't believe Man United would sign Deo Upamecano in this window, but I'll add this. I now believe United will sign Jadon Sancho. The pieces on the chessboard are aligning, but of course, only God knows. Well, that's a little bit of a gooch tickle, isn't it? From Rod Blanchett there. But there you go. In terms of Koulibaly, though, maybe Manchester City are being linked with Koulibaly. That's what I'm hearing. I know they just bought Nathan Ake for £41 million, but I'm hearing Manchester City are being linked with Koulibaly, which is a bit of a concern because he is a top quality player. He's a good player that United should be looking at as well. And I think it's annoying we're not linked with more players like that. Fabrizio Romano tweeted a little while ago, a couple of hours ago, he said Napoli president De Laurentiis commented about Koulibaly. He said Manchester City, in regards to the Manchester City talks, he said Koulibaly can leave the club, yes. If some club will make an important bid, we will let him go this summer. Same for Milic. So as long as a big enough offer comes in, Napoli are prepared to sell Koulibaly. So Napoli president De Laurentiis has said this about Koulibaly today, that Koulibaly can leave the club. Yes, if some club will make an important bid, we will let him go this summer. So that's pretty open. I mean, if the transfer offer comes in there from a football club willing to meet their valuation of the player, then they will sell him. So there you go. I mean, that's opened the door for a couple of clubs, maybe like Man City. I don't think United would go for him. I think United are looking for a different type of player right now, a younger player. That's why we're being linked with players like Upamecano and players like Badiashile. So there you go. Let's have a little bit of a centre-back vote then, because there's 3 centre-backs mainly that are being linked with Manchester United right now. So get in the live chat with your thoughts and opinions. Stick a 1 in the live chat if you would like to see us sign Upamecano. Stick a 2 in the live chat if you would like to see us sign Benoit Badiashile. And stick a 3 in the live chat if you would like to see us sign Koulibaly. Because those are mainly the 3 players that are being linked with us at the moment. But it looks like Manchester City may be sniffing around Koulibaly. Low-key, you have a bloody good one, my friend. Thank you very much for getting in here. He says, I'm off, guys. Work in the morning. Thank you, Low-key. And you managed to stay pretty low-key there, Low-key Jones, as well. I'm going to be honest with you. I think you're Phil Jones, aren't you, mate? Phil Jones, when he's not in his pink Lambo, mate, being low-key. Hey, thank you for that, dude. Appreciate it, man. Hey, look at all these votes coming in here as well. So let's just have a look at these votes, see where everybody stacks up. The vote was number 1 for Upamecano, number 2 for Badiashile, or however you pronounce it, number 3 for Koulibaly. Those were the 3 different votes we were having just to see what you guys think. Don Piglioni comments 2, James Duffy 2, Lorcan Gallagher 2, Adam Maloney 2, Nelson DeWolf 2. Loads of you want Badiashile, you know. Loads of you want Badiashile. Is that because he's 6'4" and built like a brick shithouse? Is that what you guys want him? Because I think I haven't seen anything of him. I'm not going to lie, I just haven't. Whereas Upamecano, I've seen a few games from him, been impressed by him. Badiashile would be available cheaper. He's a less known, unknown entity, I would guess, for most people. But look at you guys in there. I'm pretty surprised that so many of you are sticking with the 2s there. Maxi Camus thinks Upamecano. Hildeline thinks Koulibaly. James thinks Upamecano. So there's a little bit of a mix there, but a lot of you are liking Badiashile in terms of the vote there. So that's quite interesting, guys. Hey, wow, Daniel Luciano. Sorry, mate, I missed your super chat there, dude. He says, girlfriend made dinner. Great interacting with you all. Sorry, Daniel, if I missed that, dude, if that was a while ago. But yeah, really appreciate you getting in here and showing all the support with the super chats and interacting with this community. Have a great evening, Daniel Luciano, my friend. Try and sing Nessun Dorma to your missus, mate. She might like that. Ryan Berber, spin 9. What's going on, bro? Dude, you just gave me a £20 super chat. You freaking nutter. Thank you, you legend, Ryan Berber, spin 9. That's very, very kind of you, dude. Very, very kind of you. He says, happy birthday for tomorrow, my friend. Oh, Ryan Berber, spin 9. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that, man. That's so very kind of you, honestly. Yeah, it's my birthday tomorrow.
40 tomorrow.
40 tomorrow. You cow. You cow. No, I'm not. I'm actually...
He looks good for 40.
I'm
He's
actually
50.
I won't tell you how old I am, but I'm getting old, guys. It's my birthday tomorrow. Thank you so much for that, Ryan Burberspin 9. My phone vibrated. Thank you so much, Ryan. It's died, ran out of battery. And Gungshi! Gungshi, thank you so much, Gungers. Really appreciate that as well. He sent a PayPal over. I can't see your message for some reason there, Gungshi, but usually there is a message. Let me just see if I can click on, if I click view details. But thank you so much, Gungshi, for that, mate. Very, 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 very kind of you indeed. Really appreciate that, man. Oh yes, he's got, sorry, I have seen your comment here, now I can see it. It says, Gungshi says, I'm off to bed in a moment, Pig. Great to see so many people in the chat as well as so many new subscribers. Don't forget us old time supporters when you're rich and famous driving a Lambo like Phil Jones. My days. The only way I would ever drive a Lambo like Phil Jones if I had some sort of a horrible smelting incident and I lost my vision, my friend, because he must vomit every time he gets in and out of that thing. Like you might be able to buy a Lamborghini, but you can't buy class. You can't buy class, can you? But anyway, Gungshi, thank you so much for that, dude. Thanks for getting in here again, mate. It must be late, actually, where you are in Taiwan, dude. Get some sleep, Gungers. Get some rest. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the positivity over the years and just everything, man. You're an absolute diamond, Gungshi. Absolute legend. And Ryan Burberspin 9, incredible, guys. Thank you, everybody, for that. Honestly, that's very, very nice of you. But yeah, I'm getting old, guys.
Eddie said, Piggy, you look young for 40. You must be lying, dude.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. At least I don't look like I actually am 40. Eddie O2, by the way, what a top man. Check out his graphic design. Maybe you want to buy a face mask off him as well. Culture Soldier Gear. He's an absolute top gen. And he does good stuff as well. So check him out. Jarvis Cocker, thank you for the super chat as well. Jarvis.
Jay Wesley just subbed.
Jay Wesley, thank you for subscribing, Jay Wesley. Jarvis Cocker says, sing it if you dare, Pig. New chant, melody, Johnny Be Good. Go, Donny, go. Oh, no, what? That's hard to say, mate. I'll get my G's and my D's mixed up there. Go, Donny, go, go, go. Go, Donny, go, go, go. Donny Be Good. I quite like that one, actually, Jarvis Cocker. That's not too bad. That's pretty badass, actually. Ellie says, Ryan's flush as fook. Jay Wesley, thank you for subscribing for this great content, as you put it yourself, my friend. Really appreciate that, dude. Yeah, you know, we talk Manchester United on this channel. We're always talking about Manchester United. That's what this is. We cover United. We talk about all the latest news and happenings and goings-on revolving around the football club that we love. And you can also check out the website as well if you want to read it while on the toilet instead of listening to it while in bed. Just go to flyingpigunited.com and that's our news website as well. You can follow the social media channels as well. My personal account on Twitter is @MrFlyingPigHD. There's also Flying Pig United, and you can follow Flying Pig United on Instagram, Flying Pig United on Facebook. So check it all out, lads and lasses, if you're new to it. Spring Tap Lover 2010 comments, Hildeline, agree. We need a quicker, more hungry partner for Maguire. Fully agree. I don't think we've seen the best of Harry Maguire yet because he's had that absolute melt of Victor Lindelof dwindle off in all over the place. And unfortunately, you know, they're not a good foil for each other. They don't complement each other well. They're both not the quickest. I don't think Lindelof's very good in the air, and I think they struggle a little bit together. So I think maybe Harry Maguire, shout out King Addy for subscribing. I think they really could do with playing with other partners. I'm not saying Lindelof's a terrible defender. I think he's just got different attributes. He's good on the ball. He's got good passing. But he definitely lacks in terms of physicality, aerial ability, in terms of defending. And I just think that Harry Maguire's much better at all that sort of stuff. And if you put somebody who is a bit pacier, you know, we're talking about a left-footed centre-back who is a bit pacier, next to Harry Maguire, you might just have that right balance then. You might just be able to have somebody who's quick enough to cover for Harry Maguire, you know, who's getting up there and challenging and clearing everything away. So it makes a lot of sense, guys, to do that sort of stuff. And so I would like to see that. Boaz Dinovitz, shout out to you for subscribing as well, Boaz. Top lad. Okay then, we're going to stick around for a good little while longer, lads and lasses. What's the time, actually? Oh, crikey, we've been going nearly an hour here, folks. Yeah, I'll stick around for a little while longer and just chat with you legends. So thank you for everybody that's watching and stopping by. Oh, my days. Ryan Burberspin 9, bro. I hope you haven't been drinking, dude. I hope you ain't been drinking, Ryan, lad, and you wake up in the morning and regret that, dude. But thank you so much. He's just sent another £20 super chat.
I thought you saw
No, I don't. No, I saw the first one.
Oh, you didn't see the second one?
No.
I told you. Yeah, legend, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, thank you so much for that, Ryan Burberspin9, man. You're an absolute hero, dude. Honestly, that's very, very kind of you, mate. Very, very nice of you. And I hope you haven't been drinking, Ryan. I really do. I hope you haven't been drinking, mate. Ellie says, I'll send a PayPal tomorrow for your birthday, mate. I'm not as rich as Gungshi and Ryan, though. Ellie, you don't have to do that, Ellie. You're just a legend of the channel, and you do a great job moderating, you know. But yeah, certainly if you're not flush as fook like Ryan Burberspin, don't worry about it, Ellie. But really appreciate the sentiment. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody wishing me a happy birthday. That's very, very kind of you. Igayan Osai says, hi, Mrs. P.
Oh, yeah, I said hi.
Oh, you've already said hi, have you? Oh,
Hello.
okay. Connor Watt says 1 million subs soon.
Ryan says, how pig I got him with the Justin comment.
You got me with a Justin comment. Did you? What Justin comment? Write the comment again, mate, because I don't even know what you're talking about, bud. Did you tell me a weird... You took me up the garden path, did you there, Kate? That's out of order, mate. What? I said took me up the garden path. What do you think that means, you dirty cow? Eddie O2, how you doing, matey? Wait, hang on, where's your comment gone? Eddie says, well, hello there, you have today. Why not, though? He's a proven ball player. Who does well, hello there, dispute? He doesn't like... people saying Lindelof could play as a holding midfielder replacement for Matic, Pigo. Oh, okay, Eddie O2. And yeah, I've actually talked about that in the past. I think he'd probably be better suited to that position than actually being a centre-back, because I think he's too much responsibility on him at centre-back. CDM, he does have a good range of passing. He is a good defender, but he's just not a great defender. So I think he could be quite good there, actually, because he's got a good ability with the ball at his feet. He can pick out a pass. He reads the game quite well like that, but just defensively, I don't think he reads the game that well. Positionally, I don't think he's fantastic. But if he was not the last line of defence before the keeper, then he'd probably be all right. You never know. Hildeline, great to have you in here tonight, Hildeline, getting in here with your thoughts. Thank you so much for commenting. He says, also, it's unforgivable that Lindelof was swearing at Bruno after he himself caused the late goal against Sevilla. Get this loser out my club. We will never win anything with Lindelof in the team. I'm with you, man. He's just not up to the standard. Like, did you see that error? They got done in the air, just beat him completely. Okay, the ball should have never come in. Brandon Williams was tired. He had a bit of a mare closing that one down. But Lindelof's got to do better with the challenge. And, of course, it led to the goal, like you say. Shocking defending by Lindelof. He's been awful a handful of games this season, like really dire in maybe 5 or 6 games, like match loss worthy. That's not good enough, guys. You can't do that at United. So I'm with you, man. I don't think we'll ever win anything with Victor Lindelof in the side. We need a world-class centre-back to partner Slabby Maguire. And I don't think Maguire's a world-class centre-back. You need a world-class centre-back to have a world-class team.
Kyan said, I don't know if I should...
Justin Harass. Oh, so I didn't hear anything about that. I thought, who the hell's that? Is that some Greek player or something? Turns out I wasn't far away from the truth. Yeah. Anyway, Kayan, that's shocking, mate. That's shocking. Thank you for your comment, Callum M. He says, I think we should sign Mason Holgate from Everton. Good out from the back and pacey, good partner. Yeah, I think he's got a good future ahead of him, actually, Callum M. You never know. Good homegrown player, but look at what Carlo Ancelotti's doing. He's just signed James Rodriguez to Everton. He's the godfather of that man. He's like, you come to me on the eve of my new season and you ask me if I want to buy James Rodriguez. And I tell you, I will take him for nothing, for no money. No, he's a godfather, is Ancelotti. I love him. He's actually a lunatic, isn't he? Watch out for Everton this year. They could break into the top 6 or 7. You never know. They've got a decent team, and they're adding to it. And they've got a great manager as well. Like, he is a good manager. Thank you, Callum M, for your comment there, bro. Username says, do you think Shaw is good enough long-term left-back? To be honest with you, Username, no. Now, I do think he's good enough now. I don't think it's a position in the side we really need to strengthen anytime soon, because I see other positions in the team that are more important, such as centre-back, such as right wing. But I think at a wing back, certainly somebody maybe can play both sides, but ideally left as well, would be quite important for us. Brandon Williams is coming through. He's young. When Luke Shaw was injured toward the end of the season, we definitely missed him. I think Shaw had a good season. He had a good middle of the season at Manchester United. He was very consistent, which is good, because in the past, sometimes he's not been consistent. He's been a bit gash sometimes, but other times he's been brilliant. So I think you can see what Solskjaer's the effect that Solskjaer's had on him, because I think since Solskjaer's come in, he's been so much more happy, and he's translated those to performances out there on the pitch. When Mourinho was here, used to criticise him all the time. I don't think it was a healthy environment for Luke Shaw. He never really seemed happy. He never really seemed comfortable, confident doing what he's doing. Solskjaer and the coaching staff have been working with him, and I think he's come on quite a bit this season. I think he's good, but I just don't think he's a world-class player or ever will be. Whereas Aaron Wan-Bissaka right now, at his age, 21, 5-6 years younger than Luke Shaw, is a better player all round already. So that's what we're talking about here. I mean, who would you rather have, Luke Shaw or Alphonso Davies? And even though Alphonso Davies only had this one season at the top here for Bayern, it's like he's showing so much potential already, and he's incredible. Whereas Luke Shaw's just sort of steadily going along in his career. He's not really ever really mesmerising. He's been good. He was good this season. Oh, crikey, guys. Thank you, Ryan Berberspin9, you nutter. He says, he sent another tenner. He says, Grace wanted to get involved. Mrs. Berberspin. Oh, Grace Berberspin.
Grace.
That's so nice of you, saving Grace. Thank you for that, Ryan Berberspin. That's very, very kind of you. And Grace as well. I'm going to call you Grace Berberspin. But that is so gracious of you. Really appreciate that. Hey, Harvey Goddard. How you doing, mate? Good to see you too, Harvey. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too shabba-labba, just chilling and killing like my Dylan on penicillin. You know, a lot of good. We had a nice Chinese, yeah. We had. Guess what we had for Chinese, guys?
JP, you know it. JP knows our classic.
JP knows our class. Let's see if he gets his spot on this time. JP, what did we have, mate? I think he got one dish wrong last time.
You can have the John Piglioni hat, JP, if you get it.
I think he got it wrong last time.
He didn't.
He got one dish wrong. Hey gamer dude, I'm doing good, my friend. Thank you very much. Asan Akhtar, thank you very much for that, Asan. Good to see you, matey. Hope you're having a good night. He says, come on, everyone, smash a like. Thank you, Asan. Yeah, do hit that like button, everybody, if you have not done so already. That will help this stream out and help this channel out massively. Please do hit that like button if you've not done so already. And get involved, get your thoughts in the comment section about anything we've discussed in this video. Just to give you a very quick summary if you're just getting in here. There's talk about Sergio Romero potentially going to Aston Villa for 10 mil. There's talk of Chris Smalling going to Roma for 20 mil. Manchester United not really in for anybody at the moment. You know, Thiago doesn't look like we're having any proper contact with them. Upamecano doesn't look like we're having any contact with them. Badiashile, no contact right now. There's no contact right now from us. But there is contact from other teams to sell players.
JP said Kung Pao chicken balls, beef chow mein.
And?
What was the last one?
What was the last one? You see, you got 3 of them, JP. This is what I said.
Gangshi said Kung Pao chicken for sure.
Oh yeah, Kung Pao chicken for sure, Gangshi. You know it. You know it makes sense. Oh my days, Gangshi, you absolute freaking lunatic.
Oh my God.
Gangshi, thank you so much, mate. That is absolutely unbelievable of you, dude. Gangshi's just sent a shit ton of money over, guys. Gangshi, thank you so much for that, my man. That is absolutely incredible of you, dude. I don't know what to say, mate. You're such a nice bloke. That's unreal. That is unreal. He's just commented and he said, in case I miss it tomorrow, happy birthday, Joe. Gangshi, mate, you're an absolute diamond, mate. I don't know what to say, man. That is so unbelievably kind of you, mate. Thank you so much for the support there, man, and the birthday freaking present there, dude. Honestly, that is absolutely incredible, dude. Thank you so much for that, Gangshi. Everybody, Gangshi, ladies and gentlemen, Gangshi.
Legend.
Unbelievable, Gangshi, man. What you do? What are you still doing up, Gangshi? I thought you'd go to bed. But you're an absolute legend for that, man. Honestly, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Mate, you need to. You've been saying for weeks you're going to send them a care package with Jaffa cakes. You said you'd take the responsibility of that because you're good at stuff like that. Have you done it?
I will do it the next couple of days, definitely.
You've said it now. You've said it now. You've said it now.
I will.
Anyway, thank you, Gungers. You're a hero, man. He says, have a birthday meal on me, Mr. and Mrs. P. Thank you so much, Gungshi. We definitely will, mate. You're a star. You're a star. Ellie says, Gungshi, my birthday's on the 24th, pal. Cough, cough. Top bloke, mate. Alan Rogers comments, big up, Gungshi. G-Wall says, Gungshi is the money king. Legend, bro. Tristan Newkirk says, I think we will only sign another player in the new week. Keeping Smalling wouldn't hurt us. Yeah, but the thing is with Smalling is he's already wanted by a football club and he's happy there. He would go to Roma. Roma would pay the money. Like, there's no fanning around there. There's no floating him on the market. There's no offering him to clubs. No, Roma want him. If they meet our valuation of him, which is about 20 million from the sounds of it, then it makes sense for all parties. He's not going to get in the first team. I think he's a better option than Phil Jones, don't get me wrong, but he's not going to get in the first team, so why keep him around? Roma want him. They've already had him. It's kind of like the Sanchez situation or the Ashley, no, not Ashley Young, but, when you put a player out on loan and then they end up moving there permanently the next season. That is quite a common occurrence. And I think it suits all parties on this occasion. Chris Smalling's going to benefit his career by doing that. He had a great season in Italy. There's even talks of him getting in England set up and stuff. So he's done himself good, because over here at United he was only really hurting his reputation. Over there he's playing to a good standard in a good league and playing well. And we'll get the money from Roma, get their player. It makes a lot of sense all round.
Oh, well, it was rice, JP.
It was rice, yeah. It was special fried rice. So you almost got it right. It wasn't egg fried rice. It was special fried rice.
We should send him the hat and some...
Bang out of order, JP, mate.
What?
That's piss poor, mate. And I thought you knew me, bro.
And some socks for Phil.
Ishawn Gotam, what's going on, bro? He says, shouldn't we get some free agents like Cavani or Barca rejects at a bargain price? Yeah, who was it? Arturo Vidal is available leaving Barcelona on a free. There are options like that. They're good. They're aging. They're still good players. You'd have to pay them a lot of money in wages. That's the thing, because they're big name players on big contracts generally. But to be fair, if they're free agents and the market isn't there for them, if they're on 300 grand a week, say, and nobody wants to pay them that, if they're a free agent and they're out of contract, they obviously have to renegotiate. They can't demand that sort of money, so you will get them for less at that age as well. But look, it depends, doesn't it? United don't really need an Arturo Vidal, but like a Cavani or somebody like that, there is some good players that are out there. But I just don't think United should be looking to get that sort of player in here right now. We did that with Falcao, didn't we? Zlatan was another one. Zlatan was a masterstroke. That actually did work out spot on. That was an amazing signing. We should have kept him. That was brilliant. But Falcao and stuff like that, sometimes it doesn't always work out. All you end up doing, or Alexis Sanchez is another one. You might not have to pay anything for them, but then the amount you have to pay them goes up. The agent fees goes up. The signing on bonus is higher. It's all that sort of thing. Because you don't have to pay the transfer fee, you've got to pay a signing on bonus, and it just becomes a little bit more annoying. But yeah, lads and lasses, I really appreciate all you tuning in again tonight here. Gaz Newton says Umtiti is going cheap, might be a good shout for centre-back. Yeah, somebody mentioned that earlier, saying he was probably going to have his medical next week. I'm getting a bit carried away there, but you never know. He's a good option, Umtiti, experience. I think he's only 26 as well, so he's coming into the best years of his career as well. You got to give that some thought. Gungshi lad, Yuovsky, are you? Wait, hang on, I've missed that. Yeah, he says, night lads and lasses. Thank you so much, Gungshi. You're an incredible legend. What a top man. Have a great evening, Gungers. Really appreciate that, my friend.
Hope you have a great day tomorrow.
Matt Rush, thank you so much for the reminder, Matt Rush. By the way, Matt Rush is like the transfer guru of our channel, by the way. He's got his finger properly on the pulse. He also does the transfer update articles quite regularly on the flyingpigunited.com website. So he's like our transfer specialista. So thank you very much, Matt Rush, for all your diligent efforts. Shout out to Griffo Chaz for all his work on the website and stuff. Shout out to Eddie O2 for his great graphic design. You can check out Eddie O22 on Twitter or Culture Soldier Gear. Just general legends on this channel, really. Really appreciate everyone who watches in the community. It's just a great bunch of people, it really is. So thank you so much to everybody that's been watching. And of course, we have had some good views recently. I guess it's a lot because of the transfers news to do with Manchester United. But you've got to give people what they want. People obviously do want a bit of the transfer news to digest daily. So whenever there's news, whenever there's new happenings, whenever there's real basis for links to Manchester United, we will make videos on it. We will be talking about it because I'm trying to get daily content out for you guys. And you all keep saying, you want more of it, so I'm going to do it. Nice one, guys. Yeah, Eddie O2 says Matt Rush, top guy, correspondent, absolute hero. Alkan Mahmood says Cobra Kai 3, cannot wait to see that. It hasn't been pushed back to next year though. I'm a bit gutted about that. Yeah, I think so, with all that COVID business and stuff. But I think it's going to be on Netflix now because the other two.
I saw that.
Yeah, the other two are on Netflix. If you haven't seen Cobra Kai and you were a fan of the Karate Kid movies, what have you been doing? Go on Netflix, watch the first 2 seasons of Cobra Kai. It's good, man. It's good stuff. I am the
Hit it
man
again.
who would fight for your honor. I'll be the hero you've been dreaming of.
I love that song.
Alan Rogers says, please don't get Josh King. Yeah, I don't want Josh King either, man. The Josh King link pisses me off. I mean, he's all right. Don't get me wrong. He's good. He's a good player, but it's not an inspiring player that I want to see. Like, if we go from Jadon Sancho to Josh King, I'm going to freaking be pissed right off. That is a rubbish replacement signing. There's talk about that Douglas Costa as well as a potential £20 million option instead of Jadon Sancho for a short-term deal. Might be something to consider if you can't get Sancho right now. But why can't we get Sancho right now? Pay the money for him. He's only going to get better and better. Crash Spin says, Pig, I didn't know you watched Cobra Kai. We loved it. I loved the Karate Kid films. I grew up on the Karate Kid movies, man. And as soon as Cobra Kai came out, I watched it all, man. I love it. It's awesome. G-Wolf says, just started to watch Cobra Kai. It's awesome so far. Nice one, G-Wolf. Yes, lad, it is very good. Ray Reddington, I have heard that. He says, you heard about this Spanish family wanting to buy United, the Ortega family, sixth richest person in the world. I have heard about this now, my friend. Thank you to everybody that's told me about this last couple of days. I haven't heard too much about it, though. I don't know if there's much legitimacy behind it, but I welcome it. I absolutely welcome it.
Mark's lovely comment. He said it's run by legends, Mr. and Mrs. P. Mark.
So say that again, sorry?
Mark's lovely comment. He said it's
Oh.
run by legends.
Oh, thank you so much for that, Mike. Yes, Ice Queen Gaming, Dawn. We were wondering where you were. I hope you're all good, Dawn.
Dawn.
It's great to see you. I was wondering where you were, Dawn. Thank you so much.
You earlier and hoping you were okay.
Yeah, we were just hoping you were okay, Dawn. So that's great to see you. Thank you for stopping by and getting in here. She says, hi, Pig. Sorry not being around a lot. Been busy with family and other stuff. Prof not been feeling well as well. Oh, that's not good. Well, I hope you feel better now, Dawn, and are getting there anyway. And it's great to see you, Dawn. Shout out, everybody, to Ice Queen Gaming. We haven't seen her for a little while. Shout out to you, legend. It also reminds me, has anybody heard from Rach United? We haven't seen Rach United for a little while. One of the legends of the channel. If you're watching, Rach, I hope you're okay. Shout out to you. Get in touch.
And Olivia, hope you're okay, Olivia.
Olivia Alves, yeah, Olivia, she was watching all these videos a little while ago and she's disappeared. So I think all the ladies have just left the channel. That's what it is. Debbie Elder, yeah, all the ladies who just gone, no, we've had enough of this Pig now. Piano Girl, yeah, where are you, Piano Girl?
Oh, I hope you come back soon.
Hey, but it's great to see you though, Ice Queen Gaming. And Sandeep Baraj, he says, Night Pig. Thank you, Sandeep, for getting in here. Have a great evening, my friend. Callum RB comments, Villa fan here. Glad to see you sign Van der Beek, as you won't be after Grealish. Good, interesting comment there, my friend. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. You might be able to keep him for another season. The thing is, if Villa stay up, then you've got a much better chance of keeping him because his valuation's just a lot more. I don't know what his contract length is, but if they got relegated, you would expect him to leave the football club. So it's sort of one of those. But definitely it's going to improve you and help you having him there, no doubt. Nice one. What's your thoughts on Sergio Romero, Callum? Like, you interested in taking Sergio Romero? It looks likely that that's going to happen. Buster Cherry, shout out Buster Cherry getting in here. One of the legends of the channel, also channel member. Shout out to all the channel members. As you can see, they've got the little badges next to their names. That's everyone who supports this show by being a channel member. You can become a channel member if you want by clicking the blue join button for as little as $1.99 a month. You don't have to. It's free, but you can if you want. Matt Rush says Piano was in here earlier. Oh, that's good then. Sorry, it's just when we had that the thing earlier, I missed so many comments, guys. It was nutty. I'm loving this though. This is more my speed type chat, to be fair. This is more my speed type chat tonight. Legends anyway. Ryan L says, now United got Donny, and if they get Sancho and a defender, where do you reckon United will finish next season? So I still think if we got Sancho and we got a defender, I think maybe the best we could hope for would probably be second, but realistically third. I mean, Man City and Liverpool are further ahead of us. If United really did strengthen, it depends on the players we sign. Look, to be honest, Sancho would be a game changer. If we also got a world-class centre-back, let's just say, obviously this is ridiculous, but I'm just saying as an example. You know, like how Liverpool, when they got Virgil van Dijk, it was like, oh, okay, all of a sudden now they've got a world-class centre-back and they're not going to ship the goals like they used to. And they obviously got a goalkeeper as well, but that's what United need to do. We need to get our own Virgil van Dijk. We need to get a world-class centre-back in there. Unfortunately, we don't have that right now, so it's a big issue. It's a big issue. Joseph Misco says, just got home to Curry Beer and Mr. Pig livestream. How lovely. Thank you, Joseph Misco. That sounds good, my friend. I mean, you're not going to be watching too long, though, but please go and re-watch it, because I'm going to wrap this video up very, very soon. But a massive shout out to all you heroes that have stopped by and got involved. Please do me a favour and smash a like on this video if you have not done so already. Hit that thumbs up button. It will help the stream of this channel out absolutely freaking majestically. So please do smash the thumbs up on it. Give it a share on social media if you can. And also, you know, another thing you can do is come back after it's finished and get your comments and thoughts in the comment section about anything we've talked about, whether it's to do with Romero or Smalling or Van der Beek or anything else. Come back and have your say and I'll respond to you there.
JP said, am I going to read the rolling credits? Is that down to me tonight?
Oh, no, nobody likes it when you read the rolling credits. You mess it up every time, love. You mess it up every time.
Oh, I tried, JP.
I mean, if you want to come over here and actually put your mouth near the microphone, then you can. But otherwise, it just sounds like a high-pitched squeal from the corner. Hey, thank you so much, Mikey Smith, one of the legends here as well. He says, Matt, Pig, the legend deserves every single one of them likes. Credit to you as well, as you're always donating and promoting the channel. Mate, 100%, Matt Rush is an absolute Matt Rush meister, man. He's proper on the case, this guy. He's always feeding me the info to do with the transfer stuff, and he's always sharing it and promoting it. And just generally supporting this channel loads, like above and beyond. So Matt Rush is an absolute hero of this channel also, honestly. Shout out to you, Matty Rushmeister. And all you guys, you know, I don't want to single anybody out or anything, but all of you guys are just absolute heroes for watching. I really appreciate it, you know. Really appreciate there's people out there that love this community, that love interacting with me and everyone in here. It's just absolutely majestic, guys. Nice one, Gungshi. He's still lurking around. He says, good to see you here. Hope your pain eases up soon, Ice Queen Gaming. I know how overwhelming it can be. Take care and congrats on the new man in your life. Oh, Ice Queen Gaming's been on the old dating game, has she? That's fantastic. Great to hear it. Great to hear it. Eddie O2 says, let Mrs. P do a cameo. Come on, she will bring in the ladies for us thirsty bachelors. Calm down, Eddie. Jesse Thirsty. Jesse Lingard says, I will nutmeg VDB in training and then I'll let you know how good he is. All right, Jesse. Thank you for that, Lingard. We got the insider scoop from Mr. Meow.
I'm keeping Mr. P in check, Joseph, as much as I can. He's
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Jesse Lingard. Jarvis Cocker. He says, have you noticed we never speak about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I guess, yeah, it's because he's just an absolute don, isn't he? He's doing a good job. Like, you know, I mean, yeah, you got a point, but it's really not down to him. It's down to the players. You know, I guess he's told them the players that he wants. It's down to the board to get the players, isn't it? Craig Herbert says, hey, Pig, just got home from work, just about heard about Donny van der Beek. Get in, so pleased we sign him. Got to get Sancho next. Get in there, Craig Herbert, lad. Come on, my son. Big signing, good bit of news, good player. Happy days. Sancho hopefully will be coming in this window. Fingers crossed. Shout out to Mark Voot as well, a top man. Gungshi says, every time I try to go to bed, Don Piglioni pulls me back in.
Every time I hear that word, I can't not do that. Oh, Don Piglioni. Whenever I see that, that comes to my head instantly.
Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Crash Spin says, I have sources close to Sancho and I confirm he will be coming to Old Trafford very soon. Well, I like your sources, my friend. Hopefully they are legit and that sounds good. Thank you very much, Matt Rush, Alan Rogers, Gungshi, Mrs. P, Ellie, Ray Reddington. My favourite film is Forrest Gump. Hey guys, that's going to be it from me tonight. I'm going to wrap it up there. I think we've discussed all the major sort of transfer news, the new little tidbits from earlier. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that's a little bit of a rundown of all that's going on for Manchester United transfers at this moment in time. Smalling to Roma, Sergio Romero to Villa. There's now some movements of players going out, so it's good to see because we need to make some room. We need to get a couple of players off the books. We need to bring a couple more players in this window. That's only going to increase the likelihood that happens.
Legend Ryan and his lovely Mrs. Grace.
Absolutely, Mr. and Mrs. Berberspin. Thank you so much for getting in here, legends. Ryan Berberspin, what a top man. Thank you for all this crazy super chats, everyone, and all the crazy donations and stuff. Like, you're mad. I'm going to have a very happy birthday thanks to you guys, so really appreciate it, everyone. Thank you. Gungshi says, I've got a double bill of Willow and the Burbs set up for tomorrow night. That sounds like an absolutely perfect evening.
We should watch that tonight.
Do you know what? I think me and the missus might give Willow a watch, because I haven't watched Willow for years, you know. Mad Mardigan! I love it. I freaking love it. It's a great movie. So yeah, that's so true. I want to watch that again, Guggers. And we watched The Burbs like maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah, because I hadn't seen it properly, had I? And I loved it.
Yeah, oh, it's brilliant. It's absolutely, hey, pizza dude's here. Anyway, no, I just absolutely love that movie. It's fantastic. If anybody's not seen The Burbs with Tom Hanks, because it's one of those, if you're a younger generational person, you probably might not have heard of it even. You've probably never heard of The Burbs with Tom Hanks, but it's an underrated gem. You've got to check it out. All right then, lads. Callum Kendall, thank you so much. He says, enjoy your birthday. G Wolf, Eddie O2, Craig Herbert, Alkan Mahmoot, Mrs. P, Ellie, Gungshi, Matt Rush, Ryan Burberspin 9, Mark Voot, Buster Cherry, Ray Reddington, everybody, Ryan Burberspin 9, Mikey Smith, Grace Burberspin, Asan Akhtar. Thank you so much for stopping in and getting involved. Smash a thumbs up before you go. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to this channel as well. Hit the sub button. Get your thoughts and opinions in after this video finishes as well about anything we've talked about. Who do you want to see coming next? Have your say. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching. This is The Pig. I'll see you tomorrow for some more news. I'm sure there'll be some news to do with Manchester United. So keep your eyes open and your ears peeled.
That's a great film, Jarvis. Big. I love that.
Oh, Big is the absolute best movie ever, isn't it? Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, rock, shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, rock. I met a biscuit. She had a biscuit, a Triscuit.
Ice cream soda with
Vanilla on the top, walking down the street, 10 times a week.
I said it.
I swear.
I still remember spread it. I'm cool.
Suck you in the stomach 3 more times. Okay, we butchered that. We absolutely butchered that, guys. Big is the best. That's one of the best movies ever, by the way. By the way, is anybody going to talk about how he ends up sleeping with that woman who's in her, like, 30s? And then at the end of the movie, she's, like, saying bye to him and he's like a little kid? That's a little bit messed up, isn't it? Like, you know, had anybody noticed that? That's a little bit strange.
You always say that.
I know, because it's weird, man. Nobody makes reference to that. Don't get me wrong. Fair play to the young man. But I still think it's weird, guys. Hey, nice one. Yeah, it's a good idea, Gungers. It's a good idea. We'll get round to that sometime. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. I've had a really fun stream. Stay classy. I'll see you on the next one. This is The Pig. Take it easy and come on, United. A long, long time ago in a galaxy far away. Anyway, okay, this is the post. You want to come and do the credits then, Nicola? Go on. You're not on camera, so you can get right up to the mic. You're going to have to come to the mic. There you go. It's there. No, you have to do it on here, otherwise it won't be, because it won't be live then. Look, go.
Will.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it is.
Go on.
Right, we've got Alex Rudd, Alex Rincon, Matt Norton, Lucinda Green, Robbo, Liam White, Gungshi, Jarvis Cocker, Pete Miller, Wallace McGronick Stewart, Marshall Granner, The Saint, Steve Johnson, Red Devil United, Seth the Panda, Mark Dorman, Ellie Rouse, Ian Greenhall, Bones Brigade, Morgan Freeperson, RGV, Matt Rush, Nick Soderberg, John Hinton, Michael Blake, Ryan Busby 9, Matthew Lewis, Sloppy Jedi, Devil and Red, The Ice Queen Gaming, Sam Hopkins, Griffith Chaz, Tom Jackson, Woohoo, Ted Savala, Macaulay Ukraine, I missed that last one, and Aaron Homeyard, and the legends at Mr. Peters.
Do you know what? That was absolutely shite, love.
Oh, I was trying to do it quickly.
Hey guys, have a great evening. See you soon.